blazing fire continues. And Tyler, this was initially supposed to just be a 2-on-2 regular tag team match. After what's been going on all night with Skydale, Lacrimosa, and Matt Locke, Jamie Aller inserted them as a third team. We saw El Jefe Tony Snow was none too pleased about that.
No, not at all. I mean, and how could you be when you had what you thought was just your basic tag team match, and now you've added in this element of Skydale, Lacrimosa, and all-star Matt Locke, making it a triple threat. But at the same time, how are Locke and Sky going to work together? They've been trying to tear each other apart all night long. Now they're going to be a team?
Well, if they don't work together, then they're not going to be in the Rumble in 2 weeks. But the winner of this match will face the tag champions next week. The following contest scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit is a triple threat tag team match. The winners will face the MPX Tag Team Champions next week. Introducing team number 1, accompanied to the ring by El Jefe Tony Snow, fighting out of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, the team of Muerte Infernal and Ocho Camacho, Los Rayos del Infiernos.
First, Los Rayos, this duo of Muerte Infernal and Ocho Camacho, they had an opportunity here last week at the Tag Team Championship, looking to put themselves right back in that picture.
Let's be real, not only do they have an opportunity, last week they've had multiple opportunities. Sometimes, as a manager, you just have to say, you know what, maybe this duo isn't it. And that's nothing against Ocho Camacho, nothing against Muerte Infernal. They're both talented in their own rights, but sometimes guys just don't gel as a tag team, and maybe that's the issue here with Los Rayos. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll win tonight, and they'll prove me wrong.
This duo's only their second outing together. I think tonight is the night for Los Rayos.
Here comes a man that has quickly become a fan favorite amongst the MPX addicts over the last 6 months or so. He would love a shot at Tag Team Gold next week. And their opponents, first, hailing from Mount Olympus, the Golden Boy, Caleb Riley.
Well, the Golden Boy, Caleb Riley, he's been impressive recently in singles action, but you can't help but look at the record that he and DL Hartley have as a tag team here in MPX. They are well deserving of this opportunity to become #1 contenders for the tag team titles. Can they capitalize on it here?
I've been loving this team of Riley and Hartley. These two guys have such different styles, and sometimes, Tyler, you and I both know, sometimes that's what makes a great tag team. When you've got two guys that are total opposites of one another, both in the ring and outside of the ring. You see DL Hartley here, he's very loud, boisterous. That's not necessarily Caleb Riley's personality, but it works for them.
Well, they work well together as a team, opposites or not. Their styles complement each other perfectly.
And his tag team partner from Abilene, Texas, Mr. 325, DL Hartley.
And originally, this right here was supposed to be the #1 contender matchup for the tag team title match next week. But now, we have this added element. We're about to see how this is going to work.
Well, you don't see Caleb Riley and DL Hartley complaining about a third team being added.
They may not be complaining, but you know they can't be happy about it.
Matt Locke competed earlier tonight, losing the tournament match to Red Chambers for the number 30 spot. Did not leave ringside, refused to go away and attack Skydale Lacrimosa. When he came out for his match, we saw them fighting in the back several times tonight. Jamie Aller said, you're going to team together, and if you go at it anymore here tonight, you're both out of the Rumble.
Both have already lost their chance at that number 30 spot. They don't want to lose the Rumble spot altogether. So somehow Matt Locke and Skydale Lacrimosa are going to have to work together.
What's he doing?
He's out in the crowd.
Introducing team number 3 first, from Baltimore, Maryland, All-Star Matt Locke.
probably. But hey, 4 times in one night, that's pretty good.
Exactly. I know he's getting right in the face of Ocho Camacho. You don't see too many people do that.
Maybe he was flipping off Ocho. Well, here comes his tag team partner.
A man who never really got out of the gates in his tournament match with Demo Diamond earlier, thanks to Matt Locke.
I can't wait to see this. How are these two going to coexist?
Well, we know Matlock's history with getting along with tag team partners.
Or just people in general.
And his tag team partner from Weeping Mary, Texas, he is the Texas Chainsaw, Sky de Lacrimosa. And you saw Locke staring a hole through de Lacrimosa. These two men have gone to war against each other over the last few months. We saw that hellacious death match back right before Christmas.
The images of that one still burn in my brain. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
They bled buckets all over this building, and now they have to team together. Again, the winning team will take on the MPX Tag Team Champions, the Scorn, right here next week. And of course, this Triple Threat Tag match, only 2 men allowed in the ring at the same time. First pinfall or submission wins the match.
Well, you got Mr. 325 DL Hartley here in the middle of the ring. Looks like he's interested in starting this one, but who's going to start it with him?
Well, it looks like Locke and De La Camosa are just going to argue with each other on the apron. And it's going to be Camacho and Hartley going at it. The 2 big men in this match. Again, Los Rayos held a shot last week against the Scorn. Did not fare well in that match at all. Tony Snow apparently complained enough to MPX management to be given this shot here tonight. And look at the big man, Mr. 325, taking it to Ocho Camacho.
Oh, DL running right into that back elbow of Ocho Camacho.
And Matt Locke tagged his way into this match.
He probably just wants to get away from De La Camosa on the apron.
Yes, they do.
Who do you give the advantage to in this match, Tyler? You've got Los Rayos, who have not been doing well. De La Camosa and Locke, who have not teamed together. But then you've got Hartley and Caleb Riley, who've worked pretty well together in their previous outings.
They have, but I still give the advantage here to Los Rayos, and you know why? The X Factor right outside the ring there in El Jefe Tony Snow.
Well, De La Camosa just tagged himself in. I mean, but Tony Snow has not been the X Factor so far. He's been at ringside for their other title matches. What makes tonight different?
Well, maybe now he's realizing he'll have to take it a bit more in his own hands.
And now, De La Camosa and Locke going at it with Los Rayos, as Hartley and Riley just stand back and watch.
They've been in a fighting mood all night. Now they're taking it out on Los Rayos.
And Riley tagged himself in. De La Camosa clotheslines Muerte and Pernal up and over. And I believe it's Riley and Muerte that are the legal men. Oh, but now, Hartley on the apron. Cannonball takes out Ocho and Matt Locke. And Riley with the plancha took out the other 2 opponents.
Those are one of the biggest cannonballs you're going to see right there from DL Hartley, and then the Golden Boy taking out everybody else. Play Riley and Hartley in control for the moment at least.
And that diving European uppercut from Riley followed up with that huge splash. All 325 pounds across the chest of Ocho. Only a 2 count. 324. That's how you say 325 in Spanish, Tyler. I know you didn't know that.
You're right, I did not. I learned something new every day.
And now, Riley looking for a suplex, but Camacho blocking it.
But Ocho, that big clubbing forearm into the back of Riley.
Backbreaker. Camacho along with the rest of Los Rayos, would love to get the victory here tonight and get a little bit of redemption. But I got to believe, Tyler, if they win here tonight and they go on next week to lose to the Scorn, that should be it, in my opinion. No more tag title shots for Los Rayos.
I mean, you could get a different combination of Los Rayos together.
As Camacho and Infiernos working well together.
I mean, maybe for this duo, that would be it. But hey, there could be more combinations of Los Rayos to come.
Maybe Tony Snow needs to focus more on the chicken farm. Maybe he'll be more successful with poultry.
The olive farm.
Whatever.
That's where the previous Morte Infernal is. He's working the olive farms out there.
Oh, he got demoted to the olive farm. Is that what happened? He got demoted?
I mean, that olive oil's got to keep getting pumped out.
So you're saying if this Muerte Infernal doesn't win, maybe he could be on the olive oil farm with the other Muerte? How many Muertes are working the olive oil farm?
I don't have the answer to that.
Now, are they wearing the mask?
Of course they are.
It's got to make production suffer a bit as Tony Snow with the side attack. And again, now granted, there are no disqualifications in these triple threat matches.
I told you, the guy that's going to be the X Factor here, El Jefe. Then what's happened with this becoming a triple threat? You just mentioned it. Now there's no disqualifications.
Tony Snow out there getting in the face of the addicts.
El Jefe.
He's got a lot of enemies here tonight.
Making good use of that cane. That beautiful custom-made salmon suit on. Looking ready to go.
I thought it was pink.
It's salmon. You colorblind?
No, that's pink.
I know salmon when I see it.
As Caleb Riley belly to back suplex on Infernal. There's nothing wrong with him wearing a pink suit, but I'm just pointing that out. As Infernal looking to make a tag, Riley looking to tag and deal Hartley. Now you can tag anyone in this match.
Caleb got to be thinking just get himself out of the ring, whether it's to his partner or not.
Oh, look at Tony Snow pulling the ankle of Hartley and then hitting him with that cane.
Yeah, well, now it's not going to be his partner because DL Hartley's on the floor.
Tony Snow taking full advantage of the no disqualification rule here tonight.
And meanwhile, Ocho Camacho was tagged in. And now continuing the assault here on Caleb Riley.
Well, and Riley might not be able to tag in Hartley, but he can go and tag Lacrimosa or Matt Locke if he wants, but that's not looking too good for him right now. Cover.
But Matt Locke thought about getting in there to break up that 3 count. But again, this team of Locke and Sky, I don't know how interested they are in trying to win this matchup. I mean, their interest seems to be in tearing each other apart.
They're both standing there thinking about just risking it all, saying to hell of the Rumble and beating the hell out of one another. And that would probably be worth it for them.
But from what we've seen from them in the past, it very well might be.
And now Infernal, that full Nelson applied. O'Reilly with the go behind. Release German on Muerte Infernal. But Dio Hartley is still down on the outside. Riley going for the cover. Matt Locke breaking it up.
Matt Locke going after Ocho Camacho.
And there's not been a tag. Locke bringing Riley into the corner.
And Matt Locke's going to force a tag. He threw Riley back into their corner and tags himself in.
That's one way to do it. And now the All-Star in there with Muerte Infernal.
A snapmare kick to the spine on Muerte. But Matt Locke only able to get 2.
Matt Locke, the Baltimore native, has to be happy with the Ravens win earlier today. Although I don't know if Matt Locke's ever happy about anything.
You can have brief moments of happiness. I've seen it. But I think he's most happy when he's doing exactly what he's doing right now. That's inflicting pain on Muerte Infernal.
Well, you see Dio Hartley back up on the apron. Riley is not back up yet after being tossed to the outside of the All-Star. But Dio Hartley making his way back up there. And now Infernal sent into the corner of the team that we did not expect to be in this match.
Well, that's one way to tag your partner in. Matt Locke just tagged Sky in right across the face.
And I gotta say, Tyler, I'm a little bit surprised that De La Cremosa and Matt Locke have managed to go this long without attacking one another.
I'm so wondering how exactly they got them broken up. They're fighting all over the building all night long.
Nice Heyman's neck breaker from De La Cremosa.
His Jamie Aller's decree that they would lose their spots in the Texas Rumble was enough, at least for the moment, to keep them from going at each other's throats anymore.
We know how coveted those 30 spots are in the Texas Rumble. Again, only 30 available. Plenty of people have been reaching out to MPX management for the last several months trying to get into the Rumble.
Ocho Camacho just tagged his partner as he came off the ropes there.
Diving back elbow from Camacho. So I guarantee you right now, Tyler, there are guys that are currently not in the Rumble that are hoping De La Cremosa and Matt Locke get kicked out so they can maybe take their spot.
Oh, yeah, they would love for a couple spots to open up, that's for sure.
And Camacho showing off his power. No easy feat to get the Texas Chainsaw up like that.
Holding him up with one arm. Ocho landing Sky with that body slam. Only gets a 2 count, though.
Camacho pulling De La Cremosa back up, sending him to the Los Rayos corner. Infernal tagged back in.
As Muerte Infernal not stopping away on the Texas Chainsaw.
DDT from Infernal. Los Rayos gonna get another shot. No, only 2.
With Sky De La Cremosa, you got to remember, he's already been attacked earlier by Matt Locke, then defeated by Demo Diamond. The fight continued all backstage, so what exactly is left here of Sky De La Cremosa? He's taking quite a bit of punishment here tonight.
Infernal got close enough to the Caleb Hartley corner, and Caleb Riley tagged himself in. Standing drop kick to De La Cremosa. And Riley, I don't know if I'd be trying to throw right hands with De La Cremosa.
Yeah, that's usually not Caleb Riley's game, and not something you want to try with somebody like the Texas Chainsaw.
Well, both men are down.
So Sky and Caleb now trying to crawl to a corner again. You don't have to tag your own partner. You can tag anybody.
No, you don't, but smart move all night long on the part of Riley. Trying to tag in his partner to keep one of them in the match. You can't win it if you're not in. Lock in with Dio Hartley. And Lock with a clothesline. Hartley barely moves. Ducks the clothesline. Huge flying clothesline from Locke, but Hartley back up.
Got him down briefly with that one. Now Locke charging in.
Oh, he got caught. And Dio Hartley maybe feels like him and Riley are moments away, but release German suplex on the rebound.
That's 325 pounds of Dio Hartley sent flying there by All-Star Matt Locke.
And Locke is looking for a brainbuster. I don't know if he could get Mr. 325 up for that.
Well, Los Rayos wasn't going to wait around to find out.
And now Infernal and Ocho targeting Hartley, but now turning their attention to Matt Locke and referee Cedric.
Well, Los Rayos, they're just trying to get themselves back in this match.
Cedric Scott's lost all control of this.
Muerte tags himself in on DL Hartley. I think Los Rayos realizing what you just talked about, if you're not in the matchup, you can't win it. They've inserted themselves back in.
And Los Rayos and Matt Locke, all 3 go down.
Here comes Sky De La Cremosa. You're looking for the death by stereo.
Death by stereo on Camacho, but Camacho having the wherewithal to roll to the ropes. Here comes Riley. Variation of Olympic Slam, didn't quite get all of it.
Here goes Muerte.
Inverted DDT. But Infernal not going for a cover. Here comes Hartley, huge spear.
That's a big boy crashing in to Muerte Infernal, and now DL Hartley's going up.
Big boy frog splash. Cover. And I'm not sure. I wasn't sure that Hartley and Infiernos were the legal men or not, but apparently Cedric Scott is keeping up with this better than I am.
There's DL Hartley sent out to the floor. And look at this, Sky and Locke have Morte Infernal stuck in the ring here by himself. Are they going to work together?
No. It seems like they might be.
There.
Locke sends him in.
Look at this.
Stereo. Locke with the cover. Are you kidding me? Here are your winners. Receiving an MPX Tag Team title match next week, the team of Sky de Lacrimosa and Matt Locke.
Well, you want to talk about things I didn't think I'd be seeing tonight. This would be maybe #1 on that list. The tag team of Sky de Lacrimosa and Matt Locke just became #1 contenders to the MPX Tag Team Championship.
Look, and I didn't think there was any way they were going to get along long enough to be able to win this match. But Tyler, is there a shot that these two could beat the score next week and leave here as tag team champions?
Well, if you see again what we saw in about the last 30 seconds of that match, there could be a chance. But well, looking at that, I don't know. I think Locke and De Lacrimosa are both realizing right now that they have to team with each other again next week.
Could the duo that literally tried to kill each other here in this building in a death match actually become the MPX Tag Team Champions?
As unlikely as that might be, there is a chance. We're going to find out next week.
Alex, much more still to come, including that big tag team main event. TWC members Data Deville and Kaimi taking on Aaron Eagle and the MPX champion, the Tommy Becker.